Alright guys, Supreme Kami here. So we are back talking about the Grove Hanger Experience 6-time Boost campaign. So this is a part of the 3.5 year anniversary. Let's go! Yeah, this game has been out for quite some time. So we are, after this campaign, we are heading straight into the 4th year anniversary. That should be taking place sometime in between July and so forth. So, but this time around, we are going to be talking about the Grow Parent campaign. I think every time I do something like this, just quickly talk to you guys about parts to be upgrading, not necessarily pointing out specific one because primarily speaking, we are talking about the part trade. So most of those part kind of has similar stuff as far as the actual part trade language itself. So I'm not going to pinpoint specifically like, oh, this part is better than the other one because XYZ, because there's no point, because most part trade are pretty similar. So that's why we're just going to be focusing on I guess with this one I do kind of have like a topic of like what do I think should be upgraded or what should be more valuable than some of the others. So we'll talk about that just in a little bit. Things that I would do want to cover first is the campaign dates. This one is going to be starting January 25th, 2023, 12 p.m. PST, all the way to February 28th, 12 p.m. PST. So for anyone before commenting, I'm pretty sure you guys gonna ask like, where is it at? Like, how come I'm not getting it yet? Well, we read the campaign period is pretty much gonna be tomorrow, whatever reset time you guys are looking at. So I know I usually cover it, so if people do watch my video, you guys probably do know. But for those who does not know, simply reading just a little bit will let you guys know where it's at. So always read your notice. So just a little bit is fine. Don't read all of it, but just read a little bit. You guys should be well informed as far as what's being covered. So as far as the campaign period, we are up to a 34 days period. So I did actually go into the calculator day just to have the exact number. It turns out to be 34 days. So we got a 34 days period of cooking. So that's great. So as far as what is applicable, it's going to be applicable to the free hanger. So it's going to be this loads, So what is going to be applicable is going to be these two only. They never gave us the tickets one, which is sad, I guess, in a way. So free hanger, this one up top, and then the course hanger, which kind of leads me to the next topic. So for the next 34 days, do you guys want to go ahead and purchase the course hanger? So we go over to the purchase page right here. If I recall correctly, it costs a total of, so is this going to be this one right here? So it's gonna be effective for only 28 days. So for 6 more remaining days, is either you go ahead and renew it or you just kind of stop. So it's all up to you, honestly. But in terms of what you guys are losing out, 6 days, 6 days plus or times 900 experience per day. So you are roughly losing out about 3,600. So give or take, so that's definitely something to decide. But should you guys get this one? I think the answer is definitely, if you guys do not mind putting in a little bit of money into the game, definitely really worth it. Just because the sheer value you're getting out of the 34 days is really, really impactful. So if you guys are like cooking some good parts, like good part trade, trying to rack up those EX skill levels, whatever, it's gonna be a great time. You got the free hanger, you got the pay version a bit, so you are definitely going to be getting a lot of mileage out of your part. So that kind of invalidate you to even further summoning into any future banner, because what kind of part trade you guys are working on should be sufficient enough to carry you to any game content in a sense. So yeah, I just me personally, I think it's worth it. Definitely worth bang for your buck. If you do choose so. If you do not want to pay for it, that's totally fine. I think this one just costs a total of $23.99 if I correctly. So $24 roughly. So give or take. So definitely no pressure. Just want to inform you guys the sheer value on this one. So if you guys do change your mind, whatever, go ahead and purchase it. Up next, talk about parts to upgrade in here. I think over the course of how many times they have, dropped the grow hanger, I'm pretty sure people know what I'm gonna say. People know that I'm gonna be pointing out some of the more meta parts, like those EX power boosted parts, those enemy XYZ damage trait, whatever. So those are usually things that I would cover. But for this one specifically, we want to be pointing out two different typings, or I guess two different genres, if you will. First of all, support, and secondly, squats. Reason why I brought up supports and squat together, because for those who have watched my recent shorts, the YouTube shorts, I dropped two clips of me using the God's arm, the God Gundam's arm, using the erupting burning finger, whatever it's called. So that one specifically, you guys saw that I was able to deal in between, I believe it was like 260 something million damage, and then the other one was actually 467 million damage. And honestly with you guys, if I were to do it by myself, I would never be able to rack up to that amount of damage. So I have some help, obviously. And the helper that my buddy over here, I'm gonna show you guys his build, because I think he has portrait that I might want to point out to you guys as far as like support and squat stuff. So I'm gonna see if I can find him real quick in here. Lamore, my buddy over here, he got one of the best buffer build around the community, I feel like. So I'm just gonna be checking out his build for you guys. So he is a pure buffer. He's doing double offensive up, so I believe maybe they have a different name, but he is a buffer purely. So portrait you might find under his build. You got this one over here, Buffy XQ effects, so it's gonna be good. What else are we rocking? This one, another Buffy XQ effects. What about Torso? Does he have anything? Oh, Banshee. Yeah, Banshee. Buffy XQ effects. More Buffy XQ effects. And then more Buffy XQ effects. And all enemy. Yeah. So this one is a really great example. Not only is it a Buffy XQ effects, you're supporting your ally as well. You're supporting your squad, like your own squad. You're also supporting your other allies. If you're talking about, let's say, crew multi-mission, or just in general boss multi-mission, because all enemy essentially means everyone within this squad is able to get it. So just more ways to help out your allies, so that's good. So the Gundam Fenichi back part is actually really good. So I believe this one, the GN Buster Sword, more buff supports, and then more buff support from the newest and the greatest beam magnum from the what is it, the Unicorn Banshee. This one has more buff support. So I think you guys do get the general idea. Especially my buddy over here, he has everything is buff support related. So you guys see that I was able to do like 200 and something million damage, bajillion damage, whatever, because he was buffing me triple buffs. So that was great. So in terms of what we want to be buffing, or what we want to be upgrading is things that are going to be supporting yourself and your ally. Because if you're like a free to play, there's definitely different roles that you guys can be playing to kind of contribute here and there. I think namely one thing is support type stuff, not literally to the spot using supporting type job license, but just portray that in general is going to be able to help up your allies and stuff. So what I have in here, as far as me personally, I have the Gundam tier 6, the Hasten the Right to Raw here. So we have things that are like squad EXQ cooldown, so these are always valuable. Because this one is not only applicable to your own personal squad, this one is also going to be applicable to your allies, so you're intangibly helping them as well. So these are always going to be really fan favorite in my opinion. Just me, maybe you guys do not agree, that's definitely up to you guys. But if I am running this portrait, I'm also going to be giving my allies or my squad ally, whatever, an additional EXQ damage plus 37%. So I think you guys do kind of get the overall topic we're going over here. So squad stuff, support type stuff, they're always going to be varied. So if you guys are planning to kind of upgrade your things, and you guys may not have any ideas of what you kind of upgrade, I think upgrading anything that is squad related or just anything buffer type, like especially those buff EXQ effects, I think in general they have a very high future proof rating, just kind of my opinion. So if we head over to, if we head over to the alteration tab now we're diving into what kind of part has them, or what kind of part you guys can be paying attention to. I think namely the first unit that came in mind for me is going to be tier 6. Tier 6, I believe every portrait is a squad related. You got all enemy, right? So this one buffs everyone. So this one is good. I believe torso, we just kind of take a look at it. That one buffs everyone. Back part namely buffs everyone as well. So the language is pretty much the same. So when it's related damage, it's gonna say all enemy. So when it's power boosted related, it's gonna say squad. So those are some stuff to kind of pay attention in a way. So these are good. Like you're getting them as well. Your allies getting them as well, and then everyone's getting them. So it's a win-win situation. So everyone's happy. Everyone's able to do massive damage. So if you guys are able to kind of pinpoint in your box something of these, squad, all enemy, definitely go ahead and give them a try, because I think they will immensely boost your overall squad. Because as a new player, right, as like even a free to play, if you guys do some summoning, like you got to be careful like what you summon on, because like you want to summon on stuff that are like really valuable, in a sense that not only it's gonna further boost whatever build you guys are doing, like it got to be really helpful as well. Like these are, I think I don't know if I suggest people to like heavily summon on this banner, because this one was good. This one is really good, like squad stuff. This one has it all. Some other noticeable one is like, I guess, if you go over to just pinpointing some stuff right here, the long rifle from the life-size version of the Sazabi has it as well. Pretty much the same thing, all enemy, so pretty much the same thing. So that's what I have been running, honestly, just being able to provide for not only myself, my ally. It's all great. I think standard stuff does have it as well, but I mean, like, standard stuff obviously is free to play ish, so you guys can definitely form up really great, or easily, not really great, but easily. So I wouldn't suggest you guys to be putting into anything that's like standard related, because it's not worth it, right? This one is as well, all squad, all power, so everyone within your squad, your teammate, whatever they're getting as well. So this is great. So I think that is pretty much what I want to pinpoint as far as this video, just showcasing us, just talking about different portrait to be equipping. It's not always has to be the regular good old power boosting stuff, the regular damage stuff, but sometimes do pay attention to like squad related stuff, because they are very helpful. Especially when you're talking about squad related EXP cooldown, squad related, power boosted, like all enemy XYZ damage up. They are very, very good. I think that should be pretty much it. I think I pretty much covered the point, especially the portrait itself, to what to really look out for it within your own personal box. I know everyone has like a different box, obviously, so you guys may have stuff that others don't. You guys may have stuff that even I don't have. So definitely do take advantage of it, because we only have 34 days, and then I should have the mapping of like how many XP you guys should be getting within the next 34 days if you guys do put everything into a free hanger or the pay hanger. So I should have both mapped together, so you guys know what's going on. But other than that, I think that pretty much covered this discussion for what to kind of upgrade in those two topics, I guess, in a way. But other than that, that's pretty much it for me, and then I'll be catching you guys all on the next one.